All right, and we're back in. You didn't see anything.
All
right, I got a would you rather for you, okay?
Hit me with it.
So, watch out. So, would you rather be vegan for the rest of your life, which would fucking suck, that's torture, or once a month, you randomly fart a can of soup? Like, and you just think, oh, it's going to be...
I'm going to fart a can of soup. What?
Right?
There's no chance. I'm not ripping a fart unless I'm over a toilet.
Well, that's your new reality. Is every time you fart, there's a fucking chance that it's a can of soup.
Is it in the can?
No. Okay, I'm glad you asked that.
For sure.
It's not. You just think it's a fart, and then you go to fart. Even if you think it's a tiny fart, it could be an entire can's worth of soup that comes out of your asshole.
I met an evil wizard, and he gave me a choice, and I chose right. I'm farting soup. I don't care what type of soup. I don't care if it's tomato soup and I'm wearing white jeans. I don't give a fuck. I'm not being a vegan motherfucker.
That I think ultimately I would choose the same thing. There's no way
There's no way.
Not eating fucking
like, what do you
delicious
mean?
foods.
I'm eating meat. I love
meat. That's basically what happens to me now. About once a month, I almost or do shit my pants because of my diet.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
that's what happens to me when I'm hanging out with you.
You shit your pants or you don't shit?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I looked. I sent you what I ate yesterday too.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on about with that. Why do you eat McDonald's so much?
I love McDonald's, bro. When was the last time you had McDonald's?
2 months.
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Not eating McDonald's.
What else do you get fast food wise?
Chipotle or Piata.
Do you order out most of your food? I was thinking about you.
Don't.
Do you order? I figure you eat out the majority.
Oh well, yeah. I don't make a lot of my food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I'll get pizza.
You should definitely start making food.
Oh my goodness, it's so much work.
Yeah, bro. But it's also like you say.
All right, let's talk about jokes.
All right, what do you got?
We didn't say that. Let's see what do I have on my fucking list?
Changing your background again, bro. That's chick shit.
Oh yeah, deciding where you're gonna be buried is just like, come on.
What do you mean?
How are you so type A? Like when you're about to die, you know you're dying, and you're like, I have this cemetery plot, and I want you to put me there. Let me make some goddamn decisions.
Yeah, that's
for once in your goddamn life.
I think in our in American history, we hit a point where we became like very close to becoming Russian. Like during the Depression. Just follow me here for a second. Russians are born to die, and they know that. They accept that fact. They go, yes, I'm born, I work, and I die. That's literally their entire life, and they accept that. America during the Depression, I think we became very, very close to just accepting that. Be like, yeah, partner, yep, we live and we work and then we die. And one of the ways to cope with it was people were like, this is where I'd like to spend the rest of my time on Earth is in this very nice plot of land because life
in
sucked.
This dirt.
Yeah, and I think that's just a remnant from like old people who like their parents or grandparents like really cared about that shit.
Dude, just burn me.
I'm in the same boat. Who gives a fuck?
I'm not coming back as
a
fucking
hit me with like an anti-material rifle when I die. I don't care.
Whatever military weapon you want to spend on my corpse, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, harvest my parts and give them to someone.
Dude, sell my
harvest my heavily
market.
Damaged kidneys and liver and all my organs and give my stomach to someone, and they're gonna wake up and be like, oh fuck,
this is worse than before.
This was why am I in pain all the time?
This is significantly worse than my previous existence with stomach issues.
It has, dude. My stomach is fucked.
Yours is way more fucked than anyone I know.
It's under control though with the medication. But my dude, do you have your primary care physician, dude?
Don't got one.
Okay? I have one, and I'm about to I want to put my hands on this motherfucker. He's playing games with me.
What do you mean? What's he playing games about?
First, whenever I'm in his office and I tell him any problem that I have, you want to know what he says?
What?
He's like a fucking 17-year-old kid. He goes, well, that's crazy. He's not even looking at me. He's like typing notes. He's like in his 60s. He goes, that's crazy. That's wild. Maybe, have you tried not doing that?
Doctors love to say that.
Have
you tried not sitting like that? What do you mean? The way I've always set my entire fucking life?
I'm gonna smack this shit out of you, dude. And then he'll do this thing where he'll just randomly. So I take, let's say I take 4 of these medications every single day. They're 10 strength. Then next month he'll send me a bunch of half strength ones, and he's like, yeah, just eat like a fuck ton of these. Dude, quit playing with me. Quit fucking playing with me. He'll do that instead of
be doing that to save you money.
instead of calling to be like, hey, I want to schedule you an appointment. He when I need another prescription, he'll just refill it one time, and that's his way of telling me I want to see you in the office. Because then if I call again and I say that, the person at the desk will be like, I was told by Dr. Walker not to fill your prescription until you're seen in the office. And I'm like, motherfucker. And then you have to say, I need to have this prescription or I will be too sick and I won't be able to be seen off to go to the hospital. And they'll go, okay, we'll give you another one, but you have to. This motherfucker, dude, shoot me a text.
He's just texting.
He fucking plays too much. He
That is
fucking
insane.
holds my prescription back, and that's how his way. He
He's
says,
holding you hostage.
come on in. Come on in.
Summoning you.
Dude, if you make me come in the office, I'm going to fucking hit you, dude. It really does piss me off.
But no, I think he's trying to save you money with the little half pills and taking more of them.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, like, he can only prescribe a 90-day supply on a certain pill. Then he has to redo it and your insurance has to approve it. But if you're taking more than what a normal 90-day supply would be, he's definitely saving you money with the half doses.
Well, he didn't even give me a 90-day supply. That's a 30-day supply he gave me.
He just loves looking at you, buddy.
Dude,
He wants you.
yeah. I've even done Zoom calls with him on, like, in front of other people. Did you click the record button? All right,
I
go.
thought so.
No, you did. And they've listened to it and they're like, that's actually ridiculous how your doctor talks to patients. It's crazy. I'm trying to think. I'm telling him, like, I have problems, like, sleeping or whatever, or, like, I get anxious and I do this thing where I just, like, walk back and forth and I can't really, like, sit down. And what he'll do is he'll say, oh, yeah, you're anxious typically around nighttime. Some people can find that they're more anxious. What you're doing is called pacing. And he's like, sometimes when I get anxious, I pace and then I realize what I'm doing and then I relax. He's like, maybe you should try doing that. What the fuck, dude? No, I don't. It's
Just
not.
get a different doctor.
I am.
He seems
I'm
like
getting
a
a
cunt.
different insurance, so I'm getting a whole new list of doctors, dude.
Yeah.
A couple doctors that you told me about. We're gonna figure that out. Michael doesn't know nothing.
It's not for the pod.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah, we didn't say that, by the way, guys.
We didn't introduce the podcast
the
last
end.
time. Did we?
At the very end, you said this has been. We didn't say that, dude.
I said that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dude, I'm a professional. I don't even,
All right, shut up.
I don't even hear myself saying this shit.
All right. Yeah, dude. Doctors suck.
Yeah, listen.
Have you ever
I
gotten
yelled
stitches, dude?
No, I yelled at I yelled at a young black kid the other day.
That's just culture.
That is just culture.
Why?
Okay, so we were watching TV and Mariah, like, she heard some, like, screaming going on outside. She lifts that window, like, back and sees this kid fucking just, like, standing over top of this girl who's, like, crunched over and holding her head. He's just, like, swinging and, like, and she's, like, moving and, like, luckily missing. She was, like, fucking, like,
Bob and Weed.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather over here.
yeah, but he was, like, trying to hit her. And so she, like, she's like, this kid's trying to hit this girl. So I popped up and I ran outside. And, like, by that time, she had started running that way and he chased her. And then I saw them walking back. So I stood outside and I just waited until they were in shouting distance.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and then it was game on. I was like, what's up, motherfucker?
Did you get your gun first?
No, I thought about it, but then I was like, if I do, there's, like, a chance I'm going to go to jail. Because I'm going to show it off and be like, this is how tough I am. Don't fuck with me. Listen to what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's intimidating a child with a weapon.
How old is
That's
he?
felony
How
shit.
old was he? 15, you said?
No, dude. If it was a 15-year-old, I would have had my gun.
How old was this kid?
He was probably like 9 or 10.
Oh, my God. I
9
thought he was way older, dude.
9, 10, or 11. No, I should have yelled at this kid. I was like, the fuck is wrong with you? And he was scared. He wasn't saying anything. He was walking with one of his friends. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you too? And it was his friend, and he was like, I wasn't doing nothing. I'm like, but that's your fucking buddy. You're supposed to not.
That's your boy.
Yeah, you're not supposed to let him do shit like that. You're supposed to be the one who fucking wants to do something. And then he, like, puts his arms up. He goes, and then that other kid wants to start piping up and acting fucking brave. And I go, if you want to swing on someone, get over here right the fuck now. Let's fight.
Wait till this weekend with my friends.
Dude, and then I saw him walk. Dude, we can go fight this kid if you want. I saw him walk around the fucking apartment building, and then he met up with these two other kids, and one of them had, like, one of these, like, they're like, it's like a fucking pretend gun. It looks like a Fortnite gun, and it just makes, like, a popping sound. It goes like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And so he's carrying that, and I'm staring. I'm like following them. I'm like behind them.
Yeah.
Not saying anything, but they keep like looking behind to see if I'm still following them, and I am, dude, because I'm a crazy person. They ran into an actual crazy person. And so they met up with all 4 of them, and then I saw like the 2 kids were telling like the other kids that they met up with. So now there's 4 of them, and I'm like, I hope they get brave, dude. I will start dropping these 12-year-olds. I don't give a fuck right now. Mariah ran off to go find this little girl, dude. Turns out this girl doesn't speak a lick of English, and she's white. Finds out, walks over, sees this fucking giant guy, tattoos all over his arms. He's like, they're Russian.
Okay, that's a horrible decision by that kid.
Yeah, exactly. So she's trying to explain, like, to this dude who does, like, these 4 people, because there's 3 girls, and there's this fucking, this giant, it's a
white
view.
kid.
Yeah.
Scary.
Just, you don't speak English, you speak Russian. So she's explaining what happens, and it's like pointing to the girls, and she's like trying to talk to the girls, but the girls are like barely speak English. They're like, blah, blah, blah. Then they're explaining what happened in Russian, and then dad gets pissed.
Of course.
And so I'm following all 4 of these kids. I'm like, I want one of you to get brave. Come over here and say some shit to my face. I'm like Kendrick with the fucking chin music, and I don't pass socks. I will rock your shit. So they start saying shit to me. I'm like, get the fuck over here right now. And they're all like doing this shit. And then I start crossing the street. You should have seen the look on their faces, dude. All 4 of them were like, and they all turned their back, and they probably ran like 50 yards. I maybe took 2 or 3 steps out, but you know how you do it where you look like real intense, like you're already fast walking, taking big steps. I started doing that shit because they were like saying shit smart. They're like, you're not gonna do shit. They said something like that, dude. As soon as they said that, that's when I started fucking moving.
Did the dad catch him?
No, so what happened was they just kept walking like into the green space, and I was just walking on like the sidewalk following them. Just totally intimidating 4 kids, dude. They were like, what was that case back in like the 60s or the 70s or the 80s, the New York 5 or whatever?
Yeah.
Dude, Central Park 5, dude. I'm fucking, we're in the Worthington 4, bro. I'm about to tie up these 4 black kids, be like, I'm going to call the police on them. Race doesn't matter. None of that matters. Anyways, so I look back, dude, this giant Russian dad, I see him, he's standing over on the other side of the parking lot like this. And Mariah's standing next to him like, trying to like talk to him or whatever. And then at one point she's just like this, like, okay, because she sees me.
Yeah.
And so she comes over and like starts explaining all of this shit to me. And then like that's when I really look back, because I'm like, who the fuck is this crazy person? And then she explains like, this guy doesn't speak any English, somehow was able to tell him that these kids were like attacking his daughter.
Dude, you're lucky that man didn't kill those 4 fucking kids. He does not give a shit.
With everything in my soul, I was hoping this angry dad went over, because that would be a million times scarier than me confronting them and just like, because I wasn't even doing anything wrong. That's like something you don't do as a man. You don't hit women. Mm-hmm. And as another man, seeing that's your job to step in and put that man in check and be like, look, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you. If you want someone to hit, come over here and hit me. Yeah. See how this plays out for you. That's what I was doing. It was man to man. I was checking him, being like, we don't do this shit as men. You're acting like a little boy. Yeah. He grew up that day. I don't give a fuck. But that dad, if he caught him, different story. That would have been way worse. It would have been Ragdoll City. Dead, dude. It would have been Ragdoll City.
Suddenly we'd be hearing about 4 Emmett Tills. I'm kidding.
Yeah, now it really would have been fucking fucking what's it called, the fucking New York City 5
Central Park 5.
Why am I so bad at listening?
Dude,
Central
what
Park
I'm
5.
telling you is, do you know the Emmett Till thing is horrific.
I'm sure people on the podcast.
What I just said was so bad. Everybody who got that, I'm sorry, but it was funny, and it's for a comedy podcast.
It is what it is, guys. Don't get upset.
Why are you so mad? Try to understand.
I saw that kid the other day, too. He was walking with who I think is his mom or with his aunt and one of his sisters. I pulled up, and they were, like, walking on the sidewalk, and I could see he was, like, kind of looking at me. When they were walking in front of my car, he looked into my car, and I was looking back at him. He realized who it was. Dude, it looked like he shit his pants.
I would have been like, hey, does he hit your daughter? Or is that just white girls that he hits?
I was thinking about it, but then honestly, because I yelled at him, I honestly was feeling bad.
Nah, dude, he deserved to get his ass whooped by his mom.
Now I don't feel bad.
No,
now
I would have told her right away.
If I see him outside, I'm gonna sick Michael on this skin. I'm gonna be like, Michael, go tear him up. This is your training to become a knight.
I'll be like, I heard you're a pussy ass bitch who likes to hit women. Why don't you send your dad over here and we'll have a talk?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go
I'll
send
beat
your
the fuck out of your dad, dude.
We'll make you watch, and then we'll tag team the shit out of your dad, and then we'll have sex with him.
Yeah.
We're gonna knock Michael.
Consensually.
Michael will knock him out unconscious, and then we're gonna have sex with your dad, and you're gonna have to watch.
Psych, you probably don't know him.
Maybe we shouldn't say that we're gonna make a child watch a live sex act.
Dude, it's okay because
we
child
didn't say
most
this.
likely doesn't have a dad.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's one of these motherfuckers that drives the car up onto the fucking grass. They get groceries, and he drives his fucking shitty Ford Fusion into the fucking grass.
What a prick.
I don't know what it is with people in the hood. Why the fuck do you drive your piece of shit car? There's like a 40% chance it's gonna get stuck.
In the mud?
Yeah, it happens so often. Yeah. I saw these people driving a pickup truck. We can go outside. We can still see there are huge tire marks in the dirt.
You know who really likes to do that?
White people.
No, Hispanic people. They love to drive up where they're not supposed to drive up.
That was actually, I wasn't going to say anything because I kind of feel bad letting everyone know that the kid who was assaulting that little girl was black. So I apologize. But it was Mexican people driving that fucking F-150 that got it stuck.
And the problem is they overload that shit.
They were stuck in the mud for over an hour. It had rained. It stopped when they were trying to drive it up and drive it out real quick, and then they got stuck in the rain.
Dude, did I ever... Okay,
hilarious.
Peak COVID. I have COVID. I'm slowly recovering from COVID. It's snowing outside. It's the winter. I'm at my Hispanic uncle and white aunt's house. And then their son was like, I'm like, I'll go pave the driveway with your four-wheeler because their driveway was massive. It was long as hell. And I said, I'll go do it. And their son's like, I'll grab it for you. He crashes it into a ditch. So when I'm sick as fuck, it's cold as hell, COVID, respiratory issues, I have to disassemble a fucking plow on a four-wheeler and then pull the four-wheeler out. I was so pissed. And I was like, are you gonna fucking, clear it? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I lost my shit on all three of them. I was like, I told you not to fucking drive over that shit, you dumb fucking asshole. Now I have to clean up your goddamn mess. I was so mad.
And you're looking at your mom like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do this. I'm sick. I almost died because of COVID.
My uncle was in the hospital during that.
Dude, that was the sickest I've ever been.
COVID? Yeah, it sucks.
Not like stomach problems.
No, but breathing.
Like breathing. Like I legitimately thought there was a point where I'm like, if I don't start getting better soon, I'm gonna die.
You're coughing up nothing, but it feels like you're coughing up just straight your throat muscle or your throat meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hell.
Just scarring. Sucked. Well, that's what was happening. It was all that coughing was causing scarring.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck COVID, dude. Fuck China for that shit, man.
If it turns out that we're gonna die prematurely from this, China, just so you know, we're factory resetting China. We're sending China back to like -1000 BC.
If there's any conspiracy theory that I'm all behind, it's that China started the virus. I'm kidding.
You know what? They could have done that. Hopefully, because what they did is not lock down anything. So
they started it, dude.
Maybe what they did was they planned this shit. They're like, no one else is going to be manufacturing everything. Everyone's gonna live inside, and then Ping Laos are going to rule the world.
Hey, Ping Lao, go eat that bat. It's yummy. It's a good bat. Ping Lao, make it into General Shao bat. You love that.
And then
fucking Ping Lao.
Well, then they were going to become the manufacturing capital of the world, and everyone was going to become a company to living inside. They didn't even consider the fact that how retarded Americans are.
Dude, I don't.
They did not anticipate how viciously retarded some of us can be.
Viciously retarded and viciously stubborn. They were not going to stay inside. You kidding me? People that live like 45 minutes away from civilization, they're not doing that shit.
Yeah, China thinks that we like follow like the majority of Americans like
the government?
Love the government, listen to everything they say. You guys don't realize that as soon as the government says we have to do something or we can't do something,
at least 40% of us are like,
there's like 40% of the country that then goes out the following hour and then does it. and they look at police and they go, do something.
And then they look at the people who are listening to the government and they'll be like, fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's
faggot.
and then you guys have to think. China became like you have to consider this. China became a country because there's just a fucking that's where people lived, and they were like, these are the borders. We've been China for 12,000 years now. Whatever. That's how they're a country.
Yeah.
They didn't have to fight for shit.
Well,
China was given to them.
China had to defend themselves for a while.
They had to come back.
Multiple times, dude.
They had to come back, but they really just established that country. Do you guys realize that America, a bunch of fucking bandits essentially, went off, set up a bunch of land, and then fought the greatest military of that time?
I'm not going to say bandits. I'm going to say revolutionaries.
Rebels. We'll say rebels. A bunch of rebels took a bunch of boats, fucking took it from the Indians, killed the Indians, and then the British came and they were like, we want this shit back. And we said, fuck you, fuck your tea.
Yeah,
we
fuck
want,
your taxes.
We want war. And that's what we got. And then we fucking defended it. And now we're the greatest fucking nation.
Dude, it was such a low tax increase, too, that we freaked out about. It was negligible.
It was
almost.
just the straw
And
that
we were
broke
like,
the camel's back.
Fuck you.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back, dude. Everyone
It
was
was-
drinking Bud Lights and watching Tucker Carlson. And they're like, fuck
increase.
these Brits, right?
Barely.
It hit the fucking tipping point, and
No,
then we
what
said,
hit the
"Fuck
tipping
this
point
tea."
is when
We're
they
gonna start
shot
tar
that
and
dude.
feathering anyone with a British accent, dude. And if they send warships, dude,
It was
fuck
because
'em.
the redcoats killed that black guy, and that started the Revolutionary War. I forget the guy's name.
What?
Yeah, dude, the guy who got killed.
We became a country because they killed one of our
I'm
black
almost
guys.
positive.
That's
yeah.
the most patriotic thing I've ever heard.
Dude, yeah, it was the shot heard around the world. I think it was in Boston, Massachusetts. We started
talking
throwing
about the
rocks.
Boston Massacre.
No. Oh yeah. Yeah, it started off with them killing a black guy.
It was
like the first one to get shot was a black guy.
really, dude. You guys fucked up. We love our black people. We make it's a complicated
the northern part
relationship,
does.
but yeah.
But the southern part, take it or leave it. Apparently, unless it's in a football team.
Yeah, unless you're playing for unless you're playing for
Tide.
Unless you're playing for Tide.
Yeah.
You're a good one if you're playing for Tide.
Playing for Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. Or you have one of our silly little accents. We love you guys.
Unless you're cooking. You guys make some good food.
I think it's funny that they have a term. We don't have a term for. Oh wait, I guess we do have a term for white people who act different races. But I think that the word Uncle Tom is so fucking funny.
What break it down because some of our fans are younger. Break that down. What does Uncle Tom mean exactly?
Uncle Tom means that you're a black guy who listens to white, like you adopt the white culture more.
You're basically
you're basically pseudo white.
What's it called? Like a coconut?
Yeah.
You're dark on the
Yeah.
outside, light on the inside.
Yeah. There are a lot more racial terms that we could get into, but we're gonna stick with Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom and coconuts.
Uncle Tom.
That's not. I mean,
Of course, they say the N-word after it. They don't just say you, Uncle
dude.
Tom.
Oh my God, you want to talk about that? Before you got here, dude. I was watching this YouTube channel and it doesn't matter. He's a black guy, right? Whatever.
All right, we're not gonna virtue signal. It was a black guy.
Black
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
yeah. Fuck that.
Trump 2024. Anyways. So, but no, it's this black dude and his YouTube channel. He just you're not even gonna fucking believe what he reviews. I could give you a million guesses, you'd never get it.
Can I guess one?
Sure.
Rolling papers.
No, that'd be good. That's good. No, you should have said blunts, but yeah, blunt wrap. No, cruises.
Get out of here.
I swear, we can watch some of his videos.
I don't want to. I don't want to see
It's
a black
the
man on water.
craziest- I was just
I don't want
watching
to
it.
see a white man on water.
And
No
it
one
was
should
the
be on
craziest thing because first, cruise people are their own breed of just fucking white trash piece of
Yeah.
shit. But notice how I said white trash. Typically, it's white people on cruises. So to have a black person be so prolific on cruise ships
Oh, he gets
that
kicked
he what?
Does he get kicked off?
No, he doesn't get kicked off. No, he's a coconut, dude. He's one of these people who's
Oh.
like, I went to the comedy show, and the comedian they had on board, it was an $11 a day cruise. So you tell me what kind of people are on that cruise. They obviously had a black comic. He went on, he was
Oh
like,
my God, dude.
he was like, typically I watch every comedy show, but whenever the second comedian was on, it sounded like every third word he said was the N-word, and I just couldn't listen to
There's
it.
a black guy?
Yeah.
We're not watching that guy's video.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck
Dude, that's
you.
what I'm fucking saying. I'm way blacker than that guy is.
Anyone is.
He's reviewing cruises.
I guarantee we both said the end. I'm kidding.
pause, bro. Free Palestine, pause.
Free Palestine, pause. No, wait. We both agreed that we changed our mind. Remember?
That was last week, dude. That was all the way back on Monday. It's Thursday today.
I'm still patriotic about that.
Yeah, seriously, that was wild. You guys wild announcing Hamas was here.
Yeah. You know what else is here?
1776 will commence. All right, you guys haven't even fucking seen it yet. Just wait until Phantom Fireworks starts. They get the okay from they get the okay from the government to start selling just explosives.
Dude,
you guys are cooked. You guys are fucking cooked, Jack. There's something else I was going to say before I
saw that was pretty sick.
1776.
I forget what the guy's name was, but
What's up?
It was like a Navy SEAL, all right? So the story was he was on deployment in Iraq during the war.
Oh, shit.
Swag. And these two little girls, they came running at him with backpacks, right?
Uh-oh.
And earlier in that day, they found backpacks and it had explosives on it. It was the same type these girls were, like, wearing. So he started screaming, stop, stop, stop. And when he saw them keep getting closer, he finally was like, all right. And he raised his rifle. And that's when he saw the fear in their eyes and they started crying and they ran back. And you know what he did after he got done with his Navy SEAL contract?
What did he do?
He joined in a civilian force in Iraq. And he took Mosul back from Al-Qaeda or ISIS at the time. He took it back from ISIS. He was one of the main figures in this civilian force that helped the Iraqi military take back the fucking capital of Iraq. That's badass. Because he was like, in an interview, he was like, yeah, so after I saw that was like the most haunting experience I had overseas, and it really stuck with me. So after I finished my deployment, instead of going like private sector re-enlisting, I was like, I'm gonna go and find where the civilians are suffering the most, and that's exactly what he did. That guy is a true American hero.
What's his name?
I'll look it up real quick.
It's sad that we don't know his name because we should have statues of him. He should be on our dollar bill.
But no, yeah, he was able to take back fucking Mosul. I think that's the capital of Iraq. I'm not a fucking
so badass, dude.
Let me see. I probably saved it on TikTok. Yeah, I did.
I've already mentioned this, but this was back like in the fucking day. Dude, there were LA gangbangers that they left America. I think they went to like
Efra Mamantos.
Oh, so he was like an Arab.
Efra Mamantos.
Okay,
no,
so he was
just, I think he was Greek. But I'll show you the TikToks after. But keep going. Okay,
so these two gangbangers that were from LA, dude. They're like cholos. I forget where they moved to. It was somewhere abroad to like South Sudan or some crazy shit. And they were like fighting in the Civil War because they wanted to go shoot people. There's a video.
That's so different than what this guy did, dude.
Here, hold on. Well, it's completely different, but this is way fucking funnier. These two LA gangbangers, they left to go fight in a war because they're both ethnically, I think, like Armenian.
What? That's the craziest combination I've ever heard.
I know. Oh, Syria. They're Syrian. Here, watch it. I'll turn it up so they
There was a Syrian civil war going on.
That's where they went to go fight.
I thought you said they went to the Congo.
Dude, you know I'm retarded.
I do know you're retarded.
So, hold on. And this fucking... Oh, shit. All right, well, we got to watch an ad. But, yeah, these Syrian... You'll hear it in a second. But they sound like cholos. They're like, good morning. It's fucking morning, cuz. And they're shooting AKs at people.
Just because they like to kill.
Yeah, because they don't give a fuck. And
they just enjoy it.
Proud to be fucking Armenian or whatever the fuck they are. Syrian. It's wild. All right, hold on. Let's go.
I can't imagine.
Look, Rita, LA gangbangers fighting alongside Syrian regime.
Man, we still right here, homie. It's fucking morning. Fucking... We got the enemigos right there, homie.
No, they're definitely not Syrian.
Creeper, homie, from that G-13 gang, homie. Sun Valley gang, homie.
Yeah,
fucking whiner from Westside Armenian Power gang.
Oh, Armenian.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Yeah, homie. And Middle East, homie, in Syria, still gang banging. Not giving a fuck, homie. Look, homie, check this shit out. The Puro Sur 13, homie, still gang banging this shit, homie. Got the G-Dub, homie. Go, Molly. Check out the enemigas right there, homie. They're all right there, dog.
That's fucking insane.
But we don't give a fuck, homie.
Dude, that's enemy base right there.
And shout out, homie, Capone, Mr. Criminal from Silver Lake, homie, Capone from Cyclone, and Crazy Loco from Pasadena, and Pink Lady. Loco. We still got love for your girl. We still got love for all your homies, all the sureños, all you vatos. Let's put this shit down to all these motherfuckers.
All you vatos, that's crazy, dude. Suppressing fire. They're not even aiming, dude. The guns are above their head.
Homie, not giving a
He just shot up in the air, guys.
Gang banging, homie. Post this shit up, homie. Tell the homies in fucking Middle East, homie, still gang banging, homie. Putting that shit down for the big Sur 13 gang. Syria, homie. We're in Syria, homie. Still G'd up, Gompiwanos 13 gang, homie. Frontline, homie. Frontline, homie. Frontline. We don't give a fuck. That's nothing, homie.
Frontline.
Fuck.
Look at that motherfucker, homie. Look.
Why don't we just send gangbangers?
Dude, we should.
They love
We
it.
sent 2, and it's the most entertaining
enjoy
video.
it, dude.
It's the craziest
They
fucking
genuinely
thing.
love it.
I'm glad we have good mics now, and that definitely picked up. Guys, just Google LA
Homie.
gangbangers fighting in Syria. It's the wildest fucking. I mean,
He's sick as fuck. Dude.
front line, homie. We don't give a fuck.
Fuck,
That's
homie.
the
Still
craziest.
gangbanging in Syria, homie.
That's the craziest thing. They
In
don't
the
give a
Middle
fuck.
East,
Front line, bro.
homie.
We don't give a fuck.
Fuck, yeah, shout out Loco.
Just what- yeah.
Down in Pasadena.
That's one of those things where I think about it, it's like maybe this world is all just part of my imagination. I'm just imagining everything,
You're
and
not.
it just all so fucking retarded and
not.
crazy because I'm actually a retarded person.
That's so different than what I was talking about, Doc.
What?
The gangbangers versus the ex-Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah,
Dude, he joined up with the Green Beret was leading the humanitarian
it's both. They're
effort.
both noble causes, bro. 2 men joining a dangerous fucking fight, doing. That was his laptop fell.
It's fine. Happens all
Yeah,
the time.
they were Syrian or Mexican. They wanted to kill for
Armenian.
whatever cause. Yeah, they're Armenian, dude. So they're already one of those soulless gray people. It doesn't matter. They were born to be on the front lines, like Russian. Born to die. I was born,
To
drink
serve
vodka,
Mother Russia.
smoke cigarette, hit wife, and die.
Why? How are people patriotic about the shitty countries they live in? Like our country's sick as fuck.
That's
and
why.
we're
That's why
patriotic.
we love our country. It's
Ours
because
is
we're number
cool.
one.
Yours is shit. Why do
And
you
if
love
for
your
some
shit?
reason we slip to number 3, don't even think for a second we would love our country less. We would just we would sabotage number 1
We're
and number
going
2
back to number 1
until we're
motherfucker.
number 1 again. Yeah.
We have the strongest drive to be the
We're
best in
not we're not
America, dude.
interested in like revolutionizing industry so we rise to be number 1 like that. We will pull you back down below us and then
just
continue
control the
we'll
industry.
continue at the same rate we were going before, and we'll just make sure you guys don't surpass us.
We never will.
You know what I don't understand? People in the military talk about how like China not. So here's the thing: it's not even people in the military talking about how China's military is advancing at such a quick rate. It's Chinese propaganda and Chinese people coming out and being like, "Oh, our military is so strong. Oh, we will take over America, no problem."
It's because they don't have access to the Western.
You guys, like Chinese people are eating rocks.
Guys.
They're cooking food in a plastic bag and eating rocks.
If
You guys
by
can't do shit.
Some miracle you come across this podcast, what you need to do is you need to get off the Eastern media,
Yeah.
go on the Western internet, and just look up American military equipment.
Yeah.
And as soon as you see that, you're like, oh no, we are not progressing as fast as the America. Maybe it is not the great China. Maybe a great America.
We are easily the greatest country in the world, and every single minute it takes you guys to realize that that's on you.
Yeah, dude.
The information is out there, but honestly,
we're the best.
if your country's so great, why does your country ban the fucking internet and you guys have to use VPNs to fucking watch Netflix?
why does your country hate the best country? Like how? Like
They
what are
hate
they
us
telling
they
us?
ain't us, bruh.
We're the white devils to them? Is that what
Apparently,
they're saying?
I
We're the white
guess.
devils to everyone, apparently. What about Europe? Go cause some fuck shit happen in Europe.
Yeah, guys,
You'll be way more successful.
all of this shit started because of Europe.
Yeah, we didn't like Europe either, and we fucked off to
And this
America.
really, the
And now
only
you're
reason
hating
why
us?
Europe was able to rise to the power that they were is because Indians didn't have any self-respect and they didn't stand up for themselves.
Oh, they tried. We just
There's
played.
so many of them, dude.
You know what they did? They didn't.
They
fight-
didn't try hard enough.
No, we didn't fight.
India
fair.
gave it up. India
Listen.
fucking gave it up, bro.
Not India.
India gave it
Native
up,
Americans
bro.
Gave it up.
No. I'm talking about back with like the fucking spice trade.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Native Americans.
No, I'm talking about Indian people. They could have easily fought back against the British. They had so much money. They were rich in spices, dude.
Yeah, but
The
they didn't
British
have
people
military equipment.
basically stole it.
What is important is military equipment. Military might rules the world.
Yeah, but also, dude, we had shit compared to the British military, and we still defended against them. Indians, there constantly have been a billion Indian people. They could have just been throwing their bodies at the front line. At a certain point, the British would have had to stop because it's like, we're running out of ammunition. We're plowing through these people, but we just don't have enough ammunition. Logistically speaking, we can't. That's how some wars are won. That's how the Vietnam War was won. We did not. We had to walk away because it's like it's just too costly. We're just gonna have to kill every single Vietnamese person before this war is over.
You know how many stories there are of like Marine platoons or whatever that get pinned down and they have to stop killing people just because they ran out of ammunition and they had to retreat after that. That's the only reason they retreated is they had no more bullets to kill you with.
Yeah,
so they're like, all right, fine,
we'll
stop.
That's
insane.
Yeah. That's what would have happened. India could have stood up. They could have become a superpower, taken over Europe. We could have been Indian, and we wouldn't have to have this conversation.
The problem with India is they all hate themselves. There are 3 major religions in India, and there can't be 3 major religions in one country.
It's just the infighting.
It's the Sheiks, the Muslims, and the Hindus.
I think genuinely a lot of the world would, like, they probably fear a unified India. Like, if India totally became unified, China would shit their pants, Pakistan would shit their pants.
Bangladesh would have shat their pants.
They would all be shitting their pants, dude.
I mean, yeah. Any country in Asia that solidifies as a threat to China.
Yeah. Or joins a fucking, like, NATO.
Yeah,
G17.
Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Your breath smells like butthole.
Dude, I know. We need to get her something.
Fix your mouth, dude.
Something. How much time does it say is left on the cam?
How much time is left on the pod?
Well, like, probably as much time as
11 minutes, dog.
All right, cool. Let's plow through. Let me pull up my notes. All right. There's something funny. All right. Well, there's something. I have 2 things that are really funny. One of them's really, really fucked up. We may have to cut it out.
I'm not cutting shit.
Well, then I'll say it later in the podcast. So, do you know this guy Gary Peterson?
No.
He's an artist. I'll show you these pictures, dude. They're the funniest thing. So what he does, he's an artist, but what he does is he acts like he's super right. He's super Republican. And this is like Colbert back when he was on Comedy Central. Mm-hmm. A very, very smart way to fuck with people and making them believe you're one of them. So he's done this. He's successfully infiltrated himself in like the Republican Party. Mm-hmm. And so he's known as he's an artist, whatever. So he comes to events and he will give Trump art, but he purposely makes it fucking terrible. And every single picture I've seen with Trump when he's giving him art, he looks fucking insane. Look at this picture. Look at the art.
He's pissed.
Dude, look at the picture and then look at Trump's face.
Trump is so pissed.
He's so fucking angry. This picture is insane. It looks like a fucking 14-year-old girl painted that. Yeah. And look at him. He's so happy. He's like, but he's doing it to fuck with Trump.
Dude, Trump looks like he's about to swing on him.
Look at this picture. This is even funny. You won't even believe this. How crazy. How crazy is that?
Dude. I wouldn't even be standing next to someone if he was looking.
I would be so insulted.
I would be
but the thing is, he's integrated. Gary Peterson has integrated himself so far within the right that Trump has to do these photo ops because so many retarded Republicans think this is good art because they're obsessed with anything Trump related. Guys, just go pick your phone up, type Gary Peterson art. Or Gary Peterson Trump, and then Google image search it. It's the craziest fucking shit, and just nobody's talking about it. Gary Peterson, dude, you are a fucking legend. He's like
dude,
Sacha
his
Baron
tweets
Cohen.
Are crazy.
Who?
Gary Peterson.
Yeah. Does he have more pictures? Because I was only able to find 2.
This is his most recent tweet.
Yeah.
The satanic woke Olympics have gone too far in mocking God. And it's a picture of Trump and Jesus.
Let me see.
That's his first
Dude,
tweet.
he is on a different level.
I don't like after a certain amount of time you start to believe this shit.
I think you get so far into the character.
He's skating a line right now before he starts.
He probably knows. He's like,
out.
I could. He's like, it's like having your finger on the trigger, and it's like, I'm not going to, but I could. I could go alt-right and make a fuck ton of money.
I think dude, from the tweets, it looks like he is.
I just think the guy at the top just fucking hates him.
It's been 4 years since the Trump pictures, so he either stayed where he's at, or more realistically, he's devolved into the hell that is the far right now.
We could have.
So there's I don't.
That could have happened.
Yeah.
That could have.
Yeah.
But
There's
those
instructions.
pictures with
they were
Trump,
very funny.
dude, hilarious. Dude is so funny.
Gary Trapnell. Wait, what was his name?
Gary Peterson.
Oh, Gary Trapnell is the man who. Oh, I have a story about Gary Trapnell.
going
So
on?
in like the 80s, Gary Trapnell, he was this like famous con man, right?
Yeah.
So Gary Trapnell thought, it'd be fun if I hijacked a plane. So this was before 9/11, so it's real easy to get weapons on planes.
Nice.
So they're up in the air, and he hijacks the plane. They land. He has the passengers, the pilots. They're all captive. The FBI starts negotiating with him and whatever, like blah, blah, blah. He realizes he doesn't have a shot in hell of getting out of this without getting arrested. So what he says is his last demand was free Angela Davis. Angela Davis was some like black professor who got arrested during the civil rights movement.
See this?
And he was like, so he was like, free Angela Davis. And everyone was like, why the fuck did he say free Angela Davis? So later, like 20 years later, he's doing an interview with an FBI, the FBI agent, Johnny Douglas. I fucking love him. But besides that, and John's like, so
Johnny Douglas.
why did you say you wanted to free Angela Davis out of nowhere? And he goes, oh, well, that's kind of funny. So when I realized I wasn't getting out of it, what I decided was, if I say that, the big black brothers in prison will less likely to rape me in the shower. That was his reasoning,
God.
and that's what he did. Yeah, he thought ahead in the time. He's like,
I'm going to jail. I'm definitely going to jail.
Let me protect my asshole. That's what he thought.
Dude, really smart.
It was very smart. He got protection, I guarantee you, immediately. Like, oh, yeah, brother, you're one of us.
Yeah, you were a real
He
one.
didn't have
for
to
that,
get one of
bro.
those silly face tattoos.
Wait,
that
what
the
was
white
his
people-
crime? What did he do?
Hijacked the plane.
Oh, so they were probably like,
Dude, that's not even the craziest thing he did.
What?
He convinced a woman to try to free him from prison by flying a helicopter and landing it in the prison yard. And she did it! She did it! She hijacked the helicopter and forced them to get into the prison yard. Then she forced the pilot out, and Gary's like, do you know how to fly this fucking thing? And she's like, no, I don't. Do you? And he's like, no, I don't either. So he just had to go back to prison. He would have been free!
just walk to his cell?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Why didn't they just talk to was the pilot like, I'm not flying this far. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be an accomplice anymore. Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
that's what happened.
Oh, I guess it makes sense.
That's sick. Dude, he was so charismatic that he was convinced a fucking woman with her, she was 18, with her life ahead of her to be like, all right.
well, this
You
is just
do
an
deserve to be
that's
free.
just a story on how dumb women
That's
are.
sick as fuck.
You can trick any
That
woman
man's
to
a
do
king.
anything.
He also wrote a book. I haven't read it yet, but I've been thinking about it. But he called it The Fox is Crazy too. He's one of the greatest con men ever. He never killed anyone, so you can respect him. He was
I mean,
just
I would
cool.
respect even if you had to ice a couple people, keep a secret,
Keep
a secret.
Keep a secret. What time are we at? 42. Let's call it.
Okay, hold on. I have something. Check how much time is left on the camera.
5 minutes.
All right.
Some Shady, you're on.
All right, hold on. Sit down real quick. I have something. This is the fucked up thing I was gonna say, but since it's at the end of the podcast, dude, I'm gonna let it rip. Do you think this is an idea I had the other day? Do you think when like really, really obese people who like are obsessed with food, when they go out to a restaurant, they're really excited to go out, they know exactly what they're going to order. Do you think when they order their food and the waiter's like, oh, sorry, unfortunately we're all out of like this, so we're gonna have to find something else to order? Do you think they feel like they're like getting like the same treatment as George Floyd?
Yeah, they do.
They're like, this is absolutely
It's
like
worse, dude.
yeah, they're like, people are gonna riot in France because I can't get my goddamn chicken tenders.
Could you imagine
at
if
Rusty Bucket?
the waitress is like, we have a new program where like we in good conscience we can't serve you that. That's when they're like off. They're George Floyd in my ass right now.
Get your knee off my
They
neck,
get so pissed. They get so pissed, and the doctors are like, "Oh, your problems. They might be stemming from the fact that you're 300 pounds overweight."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, that's not it. The internet said that's not it." Yeah, dude. I hate them. Like, I'm overweight.
They would
I've
take
never
a
done
knee.
that
They
shit.
would take a knee. They like the national anthem would be playing in their head,
fucking
and they would take a
Starbucks.
knee at this this Starbucks because they're not going to sell them this 1,000 calorie milkshake that they drink every morning, and they're fucking putting up the black fist. They're like, I'm being oppressed. You know what? Black people, they also don't give a fuck.
This is the end.
All right, yeah,
Before
this is
we
the
go
end.
into that,
All right, yeah, peace out, guys.